Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Samantha and I am the Luxe wife. In today's video, I am going to show you how you can achieve this closet look in under $300. So keep watching. We're gonna go ahead and get straight into today's video. If you're new here, you definitely want to go ahead and hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe. That way you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. And if you're not new here, welcome back. So guys, you guys know I recently just moved. And fortunately, we downsized. We came from a 4-bedroom, nearly 3,000 square foot home to a 2-bedroom, a 2.5 bathroom, a townhome. So I have to declutter, make room for new, and create strategic ways to basically live a more simplified life. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. Recently, all over TikTok, there has been these bookshelves, closets popping up left and right. I mean, popping up everywhere. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take a stab at it. You guys need to see me take a stab at it, and you guys need to see me amplify it to the next level. So that's what we're doing today. You're going to see how I created this closet system, once again under $300, also using comparable brands, comparable stores to achieve the look that you want to look and maximize your space. Not all spaces is going to look the same, and not all spaces is going to feel the same. But you want to know what? I'm in my bedroom. I'm standing in my bedroom. I don't know if you know, there are a lot of homes, there are a lot of studio apartments, there are a lot of places outside the US where wardrobes are inside of the bedroom. And you know what? Tell me this doesn't look good, because I know it looks good. It looks good. It's a very polished, it's very clean, and it doesn't take up any space or obstruct anything in the room. Okay, arms straight out, and I'm honestly not messing up anything. I'm not touching the bed or anything, so that means I did something right. Okay, that's exactly what that means. So without further ado, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what this closet entails. Today I want to make sure I break down everything cost-wise for you guys, so you can see exactly how my funds were allocated to achieve this look, so that way your funds can be allocated the same. And if you want to tweak something and save a little bit more, you still can save more than $300 to achieve this look. Okay, so starting out, I ordered 6 bookshelves. Okay, I ordered 6 bookshelves. I measured my space, and that's something you're going to 100% do. You're going to want to measure your space to ensure that obviously it fits, or how many you need will fit the space. I ordered 6 bookshelves. I knew I wanted it to go along the entire wall to fit everything that I needed it. So I ordered them, and I ordered mine from Amazon. But here's the thing. You can also get yours from Walmart as well as Target, okay? I'm going to also share a little gem with you. Yes, I am an Amazon influencer, but if you want to save even more than $300, go to Walmart or go to Target, because they're going to be selling them for $10 less than the purchase price I paid for Amazon, and they're the exact same dimensions. 72 inches tall, 24.5 inches wide, and 11 inches in depth. So you're going to get the exact same thing for a cheaper price. Now, one thing I will share with you is that Amazon is the only one that has this summer oak finish. But if you want white, if you want black, baby, head over to Target, head over to Walmart, and you will achieve this look. So let's jump to putting them together and how they're easy to install. And here is all, well, here's 4 of them. 2 of them are already upstairs because you know how men are. They get to work before you can get the opportunity to record. So yes, I think they look so good. So my idea is I'm going to have 2 of them that are going to be completely hanging, top and bottom hanging, and then the other 2 are going to be hanging shelves below. And I think that's how I'm going to do it. We shall see. We shall see. Let's get them upstairs. Let's get them in the room because I'm super excited to get them in the space. I love this oak color of them. When I do have my dream home, you guys can bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to have something beautiful in oak with some black and some marble accents, and that's what it's going to look like. So let's take them upstairs. Now that they are up here and they are in the space and they are completely empty, obviously I want to show you guys the process of basically how I kind of went through with the clothes hanging rods. Typically on all the videos I've seen, most people use clothing rods from Lowe's to Home Depot, anyone you can find, also utilizing Amazon, because Amazon of course is going to have exactly what you need. They've been using white and they've been using black, but I wanted to make this system look as, I don't know, look as polished as possible. And in order to do that, I wanted to get some clothes hanging rods that look really well and I didn't have to worry about them collapsing over time. Now, here's the thing, and here's a question that I know some people are going to have. Okay, you can buy these, but what happens in the future if you move and you can't utilize them in your closet or in your bedroom? Well, if you have a linen closet and you own your own home and you want to take it up a notch, you can take and put these inside of it and mount it onto the wall, and now you have a more organized linen closet or pantry closet or whatever. They are multi-useful, as well as bookshelves that can go into your closet. You can remove the hanging rods out. So those are things to consider, that it's not a complete waste when purchasing these bookshelves. Of course, this is the cheapest version when it comes to closet systems, or the cheapest, most elevated look that you're going to get when it comes to a closet system. But I want you to understand that you can take and transfer these into a different space and it still looks good. Okay, now as you see, I have placed the bookshelves in place basically how I want them. It takes a little bit of playing around with it to see exactly how you want it. The bookshelves come with 5 shelves. Obviously, you see on some of these shelves, they do have more than 5. That's because the places where the hanging clothing is going to be, I took those bookshelves and utilized them onto different places of the shelves. So these are the closet rods that I chose. They are a aluminum metal, 100% quality. You don't have to worry about your clothes collapsing or your clothes bending, of course, while hanging them. And I want to say the max hold is well over 100 pounds, but of course, you know, I'm not hanging 100 pounds worth of clothing onto any of the shelves. Now, here's also something to consider. Now, if you are, let me speak to my non-handyman people right now. So if you're not very handy, honestly, this is more of a challenged clothing rod, but again, this is going to get you the best look. Okay, so these come in a pack of 5 and they're 24 inches wide. Now you guys know from side to side that these shelves are 24.5 inches. However, you do have to account for the siding on each side of the bookshelf. You do have to account for that, so it takes about 1 inch off, meaning these are slightly too long when you go to hang them. If you are useful with working a saw, or if you're able to take it to a home improvement store, they can cut about 1/2 inch off that you need, and you can just plop them on and get to hanging your clothes. Something else, of course, that I need you guys to consider is that the holes along the bookshelves for you to place your shelves, they stop about 5 inches down from where you actually see the rest of the holes. Now, you guys know my husband and I, we are handy people over here. So there is a Craig. Don't get me wrong. Listen, don't hang me over if I'm saying it wrong. I will insert what exactly it is. Basically, it's called a Craig system where you are able to mimic these holes. You basically put it along here and you make the additional holes you need. I wanted my clothes hanging to the max as possible, to the top as possible, simply because sometimes not everything that we wear is short, especially I'm past the crop top season. I wanted to be able to have the rod elevated as much as possible so that way my clothes weren't hanging. And also I wanted to be able to utilize, because each bookshelf has this shelf in the middle, and I wanted to be able to utilize this shelf for something. Now, again, if you are not handy, no, I don't recommend using these, okay? But I do recommend you using heavy duty tension rods if you're going to use tension rods, or the closet rods. But if you want the best look, baby, if you want the best look, you already know what you got to do. And again, I gave you examples if you don't want to use them. Again, they come in a pack of 5 for about $37. Good, I know. I got 6, so I got a pack of 5 and I got 1 additional. So I just wanted symmetry. I just felt like the more the better. And again, that is 5 for $37. You're not going to get a better deal than that. It's not, and it's linked below, okay? It's linked below. So here comes the strategic part, getting everything on the shelf that needs to be on a shelf and placing it the way that I want it placed. I have everything laid out here pretty much on the bed. Everything is pretty much laid out in the category that I want it to be, but I still have to, it's a method to the madness, as well as making it look polished and clean. And I guess for me, the key is not having too much on one shelf at a time. So you'll see me tweaking it and stuff like that. So I'll probably take some stuff down, put some stuff back, and then I'll explain to you guys just before I close out exactly how, of course, everything was placed onto the shelf. What was in your closet? What was in your closet? You can't really see this, but I just think this is so beautiful, so pretty. Talk about time consumed. Talk about placement. I have done it and I am so impressed with the finished look. Let me get behind and show y'all. There are a few things that I want to share prior to closing out today that may answer a few questions that you guys have, and I just want to go ahead and get them out the way so that way you don't have to worry about it. The first question I know guys are probably going to ask, so what about your long clothes, your dresses, your long skirts, and things of that sort? Those things are hanging up in my closet. Again, my husband and I, because the space is smaller, we share a smaller closet, or basically we share one closet. Majority of the closet is his, it belongs to him, but there is a small portion in the closet. I may insert what it looks like, but there is a small portion in the closet that is allocated for my long clothing items. So yes, that's your question, because these, you cannot take the middle shelf off. The middle shelf is going to be there for stabilization purposes. So yes, you cannot hang long things. I mean, you could, it's just gonna kick out, but that is solely up to you. Something else also to consider is that because these are technically bookshelves and they're not that deep, they're 11.5 inches deep, your clothing is going to stick out. Now, I have seen people use maybe like baby or toddler size hangers and it doesn't stick out as much, but if that is something to consider, as you see over here where they stick out and they kind of overlap over my shoes or my sneakers, where have you, but that's okay. It's not to the point where I'm just like turned off from it. Again, this system is $300 in total, and baby, if you don't need as many bookshelves and if you don't want these metal rods, you can spend even less and still get the same look, okay? But if we switch placements over to this side, you see how I have my hanging more so here, so it doesn't overlap with anything and I can get what I need to get without it obstructing anything. So that's of course something to consider. All in all, I say all that to say, I know you guys have seen my previous closet tour at my last home, and honestly the color of these bookshelves is relatively close in what my closet looked like prior. If you want to go check that video out, you're more than welcome to go check that video out. Obviously, of course, because that was a system we put into the home, it stayed in the home. So wherever we go next, we obviously either A, have to do the same thing, or B, rebuild something. So yes, just something to consider for you guys. I also mentioned earlier that of course my husband put the additional holes in here. I never showed with you guys that my husband built a closet into our guest bedroom where my mom was staying at. I'll insert that so you guys can basically see what that looked like. And he basically had to put the holes into the system himself, which is why he already had the little Craig little thing that I mentioned earlier for you guys. So guys, I am so excited. I am so grateful. I am so glad how this turned out on a budget. You want to talk about luxury on a budget? This is the luxury look on a budget. Whether you have a rental space, whether you are a landlord, whether you are a homeowner, whether you are a renter, this suits everybody. This is a one size that fits all. There is nothing that you can say about this system that does not basically prevent you from utilizing it. Again, I've showed you examples from offices that you can place these bookshelves in, to linen closets you can place them in, or just as a separate decor piece. If you just want to put it somewhere and put decor pieces on it, you have that option. You have that option. So all in, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I paid all in for my system. So The bookshelves were $55 each on Amazon, so I went ahead and got 6 of those. And then the metal clothing hanging rods, they were a pack of 5 for $37, and I got 1 additional for 10 or 12 bucks. So all in all, I paid just over $350 for my system. However, if you utilize exactly what I said at the beginning of this video, which is 100% go to Target, go to Walmart, you can get the exact same bookshelf, same exact dimensions from 72 inches in height, as well as 24 and a half inches wide and 11 and a half inches deep. You can get the same exact bookshelves for $15 cheaper than the $55 I paid. They're $40. So offhand, if you were to purchase 6 of them at saving $15, we already at $100. Basically, we've shaved off the price that I paid. See, and you still can elevate it and get the metal clothing rods if you desire to, or you can get the clothing tension rods, which does the same thing. It's just a matter of look and formality and what you want and you desire for your space. I wanted a clean look, I wanted an elevated look, and also I have these exact same rods in my closet system at my home, so I knew the value in them, and I think there's no going wrong. There's no going wrong in it. So once you stick with something, once you see something that you love, you stick with it. That's like me. You ain't got with me and you love me, so you can't go nowhere else. You can't go nowhere else. So guys, that is it for today. That is all I have for you today. I thank you so much for tuning in. I pray you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it was of much value to you. And guys, until next time and until next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.